And we're live. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing on this beautiful Tuesday? Let's bring us back over here on screen. Take this guy off here. Hey,
Hello.
hey, everybody. Hi,
Right on the
Renee.
screen. It feels weird when it's split like that because it's like my face is right there. It's like, oh,
You want me to make it a little bit smaller? I should take
that's
these off.
fine. That's fine. I just forgot for a second how big it was because we were on the other mode before. But
Yeah,
anyway,
boom in your face.
getting rain tomorrow here. It's gonna be a unusually cold day. I'm not sure if you guys are getting that out there. I hope so for California's sake.
Well, we had record heat last weekend was the hottest. And then it was like 117 or 1. It was hot. It was like record. And then today it's super windy. So there's a bunch of debris in my pool
Oh,
that I spent all weekend cleaning.
I don't know if does the wind make it worse for the fires?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it feeds them with oxygen. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's horrible. Well,
Mhm.
hopefully you get some rain tomorrow. It's
Well,
supposed to be cold in a bunch of places.
so what's the weather? What's the temperature there?
I think we're at 80 right now.
Oh,
80,
that's
and it's
nice.
supposed to be 50 tomorrow,
Okay.
which is weird. Like it'll freeze overnight. So, well, 50 is not freezing, but it is when it's been 90 and 100, right?
Yeah. When you're used to
But
the nice weather.
yeah.
All
All
right.
right, we'll get started today. Something I haven't talked in a while. I just had a few people ask me privately on some of these topics we're going to cover today. I figured, why not? Let's just go over them.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you some ideas. We're not going to go through the whole thing because, I mean, I could spend hours on this, but I want to give you some starting points and some things to think about that are a little different than how people define their ideal client that I think will help most of you. This is something I think you should do before you kind of do anything because you got to know what does my ideal client need? Where are they at? So you know, hey, who you're talking to when you create a sales video, and also what to deliver. What am I going to give them? What would help them? So it's good to know them, understand them first before you do too many things. I mean, obviously this is probably going to change, but at least having a good idea or a good estimate of where you think that ideal client is right now is good. And you could always tweak that, update it, and shift a little bit, but at least to know where am I at right now in terms of who I'm helping, what I'm
Yeah.
helping them with, what they're struggling with. So anyway,
All
so let's
right.
get started.
Yeah, so everybody's they've got different types of clients depending on what you're doing, and we all have our different dream business, right? And what we're working towards. So that's who we're talking to today, dream builders who are building the business of their dream, and something that's going to fund that dream lifestyle. So we have kind of a quick checklist I'm going to run through, especially if you're new here and you're wondering if this is the right place. Is this right for you? Well, you're a dream builder if you're passionate about both the products or services that you provide and the people you help in doing so. So you love doing what you do, you're doing what you love, and you're helping people. You have a passion for that. You want to create an online business that earns 10K or more, stable monthly income, something that's going to really allow you to live that desired lifestyle that you're working towards, and to ultimately stop trading time for money. You also want to build meaningful relationships and eventually lead a community that's going to grow your business on social. When you can scale your business and use social platforms to do so and reach more people, you're ultimately helping more people. And if that's a goal of yours, then you are in the right place. And you're willing to put in the time and the work to create this dream business. You want to be able to do that so you can experience lasting impact, income, lifestyle, fulfillment, and have that success long term. So, in order to do that, you want to kind of follow a guide, and so like a blueprint, if you will. And our Dream Builder blueprint has a few kind of stepping stones, with at the bottom of that being your dream. So that's the like foundational block, and really getting clear on what that is, designing your dream lifestyle and the business that's going to allow you to live that desired lifestyle. What's going to fund that so that you can do those things. So think about what that looks like and how you're going to be able to accomplish that. At the end of the day, what does that look? What does the picture look like for you? And then what is it that you do? What is your expertise? What is it that you deliver? in this business? What are you bringing that's going to help make those transformations? And who are the people that need that? So what can you promise and commit to deliver? What results are you delivering? And we're going to talk about that and who that ideal client is, identifying that, and making good on that promise and helping people. And then once you know what that is that you're going to be able to deliver, that's something you can promise and commit to, who are the people that need that help, and identifying that, and then actually going out and inviting them to get results, to see those results. So if you know someone that needs results and you know you can help them, reach out to them, invite them to take you up on your offers, book that one-on-one call with you, join your program, take your course, whatever that is that your delivery method is. And in doing so, you're going to be able to then figure things out that's going to allow you to continue to deliver value in a way that lets you nurture these prospects, existing clients, future clients, and you'll be able to do so in a systematic and continuous way. You'll know how to do that by going in this order, because you'll know what works, what doesn't. If you're inviting and they're saying no, then you don't have anything really to test. But once people start taking up on your invites and your offers, then you start delivering that, right? So once you have figured this out and you've started kind of gone in these steps, and you have something that works, right? Something that people are willing to pay for, people are getting results, you're getting feedback. You can then have this, these systems that will let you do more, and then you'll be able to know the best way to grow your business. You'll be able to then have something in place, it's working, people are paying for it, and then you can build on that. You can add those attraction strategies. You can start attracting more business with that. You'll know things like what's the best lead generation offer? What can I give away to get the right type of client, and so that I can help, and the things that they need. So everything from what your copy is going to be in your ads to what those strategies are. Am I going to grow my business with new income strategies? Am I going to build on the existing? But this is all very helpful if you go in this order. So this is a kind of our blueprint and guide, and I'll talk a little bit more about this after Renee's training on how you can figure out exactly where you are on this ladder and what can I do and how can it help, and start putting this into practice. All right. So I think that's it for our intro. We're going to jump into your training here.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, all right. So why do you want to know who your ideal client is? Ideally, you want to vet your clients. And it's interesting. A lot of the times in online marketing, we talk about conversion. And I'm getting leads and all that. And I think it's way more important to know, or to really get the leads or the conversions that you really want. I mean, yes, if you're selling a membership and a bunch of people join and they're paying you, great, you're making some money. But if it's not really who you want to help, and it's not really who you can help, one, they won't last. And number two, it's just going to be bad word of mouth for you if they can't get the kind of results that they want. Because they're not the right client that you're looking for. They're not where you think they should be. So it's not going to be a very happy experience. So a couple concepts I'm going to go over with you today, and hopefully this will help you. And this is something that I think some concepts I think I abide by, or I try my best to do. I'm not perfect, but I think it's something that I would recommend that you heavily consider. And I'm sure you guys you've heard the Always Be Closing. I think there's a classic movie, I forget the name, that mentions that. I don't know, Monica, if you remember the movie, but I think it's Gary something. I forgot. Anyway, it says ABC Always Be Closing, but I think it should be Always Be Caring. If anyone knows the name of that movie, that'd be cool. But
it was some kind of, I think it was like a Wall Street movie, right? Like
I think they were were they Wall Street or car salespeople?
I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing.
Anyway, but it was a sales boiler room kind of thing. But anyway,
I think that's what it was called.
Boiler room,
maybe it was one of those.
If somebody knows who's watching, let us know.
Comment and let us know.
Yeah, but so my little spin on that is, and I didn't come up with this. I forgot where I got that title for Always Be Caring as opposed to closing. So something to ask yourself: what if you did not have to pitch anything, and people just wanted your help, product or service? That would be pretty cool, right? What if ABC was not an acronym for Always Be Closing, but Always Be Caring? So here's the thing: if you care, you will only work with people you can truly help, right? And you can, and then you refer others to someone else. So, but in order to do that, you got to understand who do I need to work with, right? What's my ideal client? So it's really, really important. And others will refer you more of your ideal clients. And if you are if you're always caring, people will see that and trust you, and you won't have to pitch. So that's the idea. If you care, people will know that, hey, look, this is who I want to work with. And if you're not, then I can find someone else to help you. People will realize that, and they're actually a lot more likely to want to work with you. So that's kind of something to live by. It's not selling for the sake of selling, but it's selling or to people who actually will benefit from what you have to offer. And that's. But in order to do that, you do have to understand who can I really help, and how can I really help them. How to pitch less and close more. So be clear about who you can help and like working with. So again, you need to encourage you to have some clarity, and which part of the solution you provide and how you deliver it. So you have to define that first, right? Get good at quickly identifying whether the person you are talking to is your ideal client, and make it known to them. And yeah, that's assuming you're talking to them one-on-one or messaging them one-on-one. But at the beginning, when you're first launching your membership or your or another service, you should be talking to a lot of people one-on-one. And we talk about that in the invite step. I mean, that's kind of how you start with your warm market. You reach out to people. And be ready to turn business down if the person or business is not your ideal client. This is hard to swallow when people are first starting, but believe me, it actually helps you in the long run. So it doesn't matter if someone's ready to pay, but if they're not going to be a right fit for you, it's actually going to cost you a lot of time and energy, and you'll probably end up losing money on that as opposed to actually making a profit. So, and you're going to end up with someone who's not happy with what you got to offer, and it's going to come back and affect you in the long run. So try to have a relationship with business or expert that can help those that are not your ideal client and are willing to reciprocate. Okay. And that's because that way, if you're talking to somebody, you say, hey, you know what, you're a little too beginner for me for what I have to offer. You might want to help or work with so-and-so. I think they're a better fit. Or you need a part of the solution that I don't offer. You may want to work with so-and-so. And that's going to create good relationships. They're going to end up probably referring you to somebody that's closer to what you're looking to work with. But one thing to note from here, and which is what I want to help you with today, is get good at quickly identifying whether the person you're talking to is your ideal client and making of them. So how do I get good at this? How do I get good at quickly identifying whether that person is my ideal client or not? And I'm gonna tell you a quick little thing. If you guys do some research, I forget, I should probably look this up and reference it. But there's some scientists that claim that the reason why us as humans are not better, this is weird, but it actually fits, better at the sense of smell. Like we're good at taste, we're good at seeing things, we're good at touch. We're not as good as the sense of smell. It's because we don't have the smells identified. If we had the smells identified, we would be better at it. It's just like we identify a sound, like, oh, that's a rattle, that's a this, that's a that. So that's research been done. It's been done with colors. People who have more colors identified in their culture naturally tend to be people who are better at identifying and are better with that part of their brain. So how do I get good at identifying whether that person I'm talking to, again, is my ideal client? It's by classifying the types of people in the market and knowing, hey, you know, that's this type of person. I think they'll fit. So my theory is, and I've proven it with myself and other people, is that if you know how to identify the different types of people in the market, it'll be easier for you to say, hey, yes, this is a person type A, person type B, person type C, and it'll be easier for you to know, hey, I can work with person B or C. I can't work with type A or type D. That they're just too advanced or too beginner for me. And so that's what I want to help you today, to know a strategy to actually classify where people are at in the market and their progress, and know, hey, whether it makes sense for me to work with them or not. And so I'm going to start with an example. This is something we actually did for ourselves way back when we first were trying to do this for 22 Social. And something that I advocate, and I don't hear too many people saying this, but is to define journeys, I think. So a journey of someone's progress. So you're going to have a lot of people in the market. but it's good to know where are people in their journey, with a number of different ways to measure, or a number of different things to measure. In this case, let's measure entrepreneurship. Where are they in their entrepreneurial journey? Are they a beginner? Are they at 0? Or are they at 100x? And coming up with those categories will help you know, hey, you know what? I think I want to work with the 1x or the 10x or the 0x. And that'll help you better identify who's my ideal client. So I'm going to walk through this example of this type of journey. We're measuring their entrepreneurial progress. So zero is someone who's thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, but they haven't really started yet. And maybe if you care about this, if you're working with entrepreneurs, this may be the ideal client for you. You may say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I know I want to help people figure that out, figure out how to get started. So that's probably my client. Maybe not. 0.1x is someone who's created some cash flow with their expertise, but they're not covering their bills. It's kind of like a side hustle right now for them. 1x is someone that's able to cover their current lifestyle with their income. And 10x is someone that can afford a team, members, assistants, and they're kind of a little bigger. Maybe they're really living their dream lifestyle to a certain extent. And 100x is someone who maybe is so far ahead that they're actually producing other experts in their own field. They're not just selling the cake, they're also selling the recipe, and they're doing extremely well. And that may be your ideal client. So it's good to know, is my ideal client at the beginning 0x or 100x? So you can do this for a number of different things. You can say, hey, let's say if I was in fitness, how far ahead am I? Is a zero maybe for me someone who's never worked out in their life, and 100x maybe someone who's I was watching videos recently with people in the CrossFit games. Maybe someone who's already participating in the CrossFit games. Maybe that's the type of client you want. So who do you want? Or maybe someone in the middle who's like, you know what? They kind of work they work a couple of days a week, but they don't really have a good formula for what they're doing. Maybe that's my ideal client. So that's their journey in terms of fitness. And you could do this with a number of different things. And I'll give you some examples. Where are they with their entrepreneurship? I mean, how are they beginner? Or are they super ultra successful in their business? Another journey you can measure is the severity of their pain. How much does a problem hurt? If I think we have a client that works with kids who have autism. Is it minor autism, or is it on the other end of the scale? And where do I fit? I mean, where in that journey or the severity of the problem do I want to work with? Can I help and make a difference? Their expertise. I mean, maybe you are at the point where you're selling the recipe and you're helping other people with this. We have someone actually who's helping people with I think it's paint, like auto repair. Like if you have minor dings in your car, and how to start a business helping people get dings off of doors and stuff like that. So he's helping that. I forget his name. But anyway, so he's at a point where he's helping other people become experts in this so they can create a business out of it. So the journey could be, hey, someone who's never done any body work or auto repair work to someone who's really an expert that wants to add this as an extra service. So he's got to see where in the journey do I want my ideal client to be? Where's my ideal client? Another one, coachability. How coachable are they? Are they affordability? I mean, what are they? What are they really to spend money on, or how much are they really willing to spend? Another one is support network. Do they already have a support network, or are they someone who really lacks a support network? And that's why I'm including a community with what I have to offer, because they need it. Their personality types. Where are they with their marketing skills? Their demographics. That's not really a journey, but I threw it in there. Where are they with their social presence? Are they, if you're especially helping businesses, are they active online? If you're helping with network marketing, are they newbie? Is it someone whose aunt just told them that, hey, you should sell this soap and you could create a business out of it? Or is it someone who has 5,000 people that in their downline, right? So where are they with their network marketing business? And where is my sweet spot? That's a key. So you can come up with, what do I need to measure about my ideal or the market really of clients, and start measuring, coming up with categories, just like we came up with this one. Make up your own for each one of the things that you want to measure, and then know, okay, where's my sweet spot? Is it 0 to 1x, or is it 1x to 100? Is it 10x to 100? Where's my sweet spot? Where can I really make a difference? And that's really, really important. And that's going to help you really come up with knowing, hey, you know what? I'm talking to the 1x's and the 10x's, so my training's got to fit that market. I'm not going to worry about someone who's at 0 If they happen to sign up, maybe they'll learn something, but that's not really who I'm focusing on. I want to really make a difference for the 1x and the 10x people, or the other side of the spectrum. So that's sort of what I want to encourage. I've helped a lot of people do this. So, and it really opens the eye of what is my client, who's my ideal client. It's understanding where are they, what their progress, because that'll tell you, okay, what do they really need? Somebody who's at a 1x needs something different than somebody at 100x. So if you know where the sweet spot is, then you know what kind of solutions can I focus on, and do I want to? Maybe I don't. Maybe, you know what, I think I relate better to the people who are 0. All right, great. Then your solutions have to cater to people at that level. So it helps either understanding where your market's at, knowing how to talk to them, or knowing what to offer them, right? Where do they need the most help?
That might change too,
exactly.
where what your sweet spot is or what you like. I struggle with that. I learned this thing late because I was trying to do the whole journey, right? Everything. And it's exhausting. You don't have to be everything to everyone. Find that piece. My take would be to find the piece of the journey that you like. I like that aspect. The one that, because you could be good at all of it. And that's where you get stuck. Because I'm like, well, I'm really good at this and I'm really good at that. Well, if you're good at a lot of things, and a lot of us have that problem as entrepreneurs, we like too much, right? So we can't decide. Which one are you the happiest doing, right? Which gives you the most fulfillment, and make it about that. That can always change later in life, but try not to be everything to everyone. That was my mistake in the beginning.
Yeah, and it's very common mistake though. So most people think, oh, well, anyone, I can teach, I can help anyone.
Yeah.
It's hard to come up with formulas and things are repeatable when you're trying to solve every problem. So if you want to scale your business, you need to be able to choose the sweet spot in different, like I said, different aspects. I mean, where are they with every category that makes sense? I just came up with some examples here, but where are they with the categories that make sense for you, right? I mean, if it's all fitness, is like, where are they with their nutrition? Where are they with their workout level? Where are they with their mindset? Where are they with? And
if they need all those things, this is a really good time to start thinking about, partnering with others, people that you can, you could partner up with another expert in that, because they need that in order to be successful, but you're just not the person that's going to help with that part of it. That's another really great way to figure out who you need to partner with, or who you can maybe collaborate with.
Exactly. Yeah. So if someone's a little behind on the nutrition and you don't cover that part of it, yeah, like Monica was saying, partnering with somebody else who's gonna make up for that lack of, or that other challenge that they're having would make sense. So I'm gonna give you. So what's one way to qualify people without having to talk to them one-on-one? And a lot of people will do, especially if you're including like one-on-one sessions, if that's part of your offer. A lot of people will do free sessions with people, and they end up being on the phone with people they shouldn't be on the phone with. So I think they really need to be asking qualifying type questions. So I'll give you an example of the questions that can come from a journey. So here's a qualifying question that came from the journey of how coachable they are. And so a question would be, how willing are you to apply what you learn in coaching to your situation? So this is a question you can actually put on a question form, something they can fill out before they get on the phone with you. And if you feel that, hey, all the questions, the way they're being answered, they're really way off in terms of what I can work with, you can just message them and say, hey, it doesn't look like we're a right fit. And that way you don't waste their time and you waste yours. So how willing are you to apply what you will learn in a coaching to your situation? Now, journey or number one, I know that I'm doing all I can already. There's nothing more I can do. Not coachable at all. Okay. Number two, I'm willing to try anything if I believe it will shorten this pain. Therapy is not getting the job done for me fast enough. So a little more coachable. I've run out of ideas and I'm exhausted. I need someone to tell me exactly what to do. I need all the help that I can get. So a little more coachable. And then I realized that personal coaching is much faster, but I'm more comfortable with my therapist, counselor that I've been working with for years. So number four is super coachable, but there we have a coach. Okay. So that's the other extreme. They're not looking for one anymore. So in this case, for the person that I was working with this questionnaire on, she obviously was looking to coach with people who are dealing with some sort of pain. And number one was someone in the journey, in the coachability journey, let's call it, that wasn't coachable enough for her. It's like, if they're number one, I can't work with them. because they're not going to be open. And number 4, they're so coachable. They're set on one coach they're working with. They're not going to move to someone else. So I can't work with them either. So if they don't answer 2 or 3, they're not my right candidate. Right. So that's just an example. And this, you could ask questions like this, qualifying questions that let you know, where is this candidate in the scale of coachability? Where are they in the scale of entrepreneurship? Where are they in their marketing skills? Where are they in their fitness level? Where are they in their nutrition level? So where are they in their meditation? If that's more your expertise. So you could have 5 or 6 questions like these based on the journeys that you create to try to identify where they're at, so that you know right before they jump on a call with you if they're the right candidate for you or not, and you don't necessarily need to waste their time and yours. Another example, affordability. If you want to capture, I'm not going to go through it, but this is another example of a better way to ask. It's not, hey, are you ready and willing to spend $1,000 a month with me? No, that's not how you ask it. But this is one way to ask if they're in the right mindset in terms of investing time and energy and resources into changing their current situation. But you can screen capture if you want. I'm not going to go through it in detail. But you, in your situation, what I would do is, like I said, come up with different things that you're going to measure by, create these journeys for each one of these things, and say, hey, I want entrepreneurship, I want 1x and 10x. On marketing skills, I want a 0 because I want someone who's doing well, but for some reason they haven't done any marketing. It just happened for them, but I want to help them with that. And in their video creation skills, I want a 10 because I'm not going to teach that, and hopefully they already know how to make videos. But anyway, so come up with the journeys that you have, and then you could come up with the qualifying questions that make sense, that'll help you actually make the most out of your time. And I think that's my last slide. Is it? That's my last slide. All right. So if you have any questions on this topic, you're more than welcome to post them in our group, and we're going to give you a link at the end if you're not part of our group. That's going to link you to the group, and also take advantage of other things that we have going on. Feel free to post on the group, and I'll be happy to ask you questions. I know this isn't really necessarily related to the software, but we work with people. If you succeed, we succeed. So feel free to ask any questions about this, and I'll be happy to answer them in a group.
Yeah, whatever you're using, 22 Social for, whether it's coaching, a lot of people use it for memberships. We always like to learn what those different things are. So, sometimes I get surprised. I'm like, oh, I never thought you could do it, with that. And that's really exciting. So definitely share your questions in there, especially if you want more information on this, because I think there are a lot of people using it for, coaching, as whether that's a lead generation for something else or whatever. So regardless of what you're using it for, let me kind of just go over if you're new to the software, you're new to the whole platform and how you can do this, and how does Facebook fit into all of it. All you need to connect your account is a Facebook business page, and Facebook business pages are free. They're easy to set up. A lot of people like to use them, in place of a website sometimes. These days, if you don't have a Facebook page, it's unheard of, right, to not have a Facebook page. Plus, they're real quick, easy to set up. And really, that's the only thing you need in order to install and use your custom pages, your 22 Social, either landing pages, promo pages, sales pages for your membership, sign up for your, one-on-one consultation, or downloading the intake form, or whatever it is you're setting it up for. You can create these for either free content or paid content. And you're going to create these beautiful pages, and then you'll be able to share them online. And they have what's called a smart link that makes them show up beautifully no matter where you share them, on a phone, desktop, mobile. On Facebook, on the newsfeed, it'll look something like this, with a little description and a picture that people will click on as they're browsing through to go to your content, to whatever it is you've created. But that link can be put anywhere. I always recommend putting it in your call to action button if you're using your Facebook page heavily. Oh, my phone is ringing and it's across the room, so I can't get it. But whether you're sending that as your email signature, or you're just making a post, even in like Instagram or somewhere else, and you're talking about your offer, link to your smart link, which is the link that is generated when you create your custom page, your app, your landing pages, whatever term works best for you. It'll look like this when you first install it. very plain, very simple, but easy to make your own. You're going to change the colors, the font, the styles. You're going to add things like images, videos, all of your text and copy, and all kinds of other fun widgets that you can do. When you're ready to share that with the world, then you share that smart link. So that smart link is assigned for every one of these that you create, and it looks great on mobile, tablets, desktop, very easy and friendly to use. And you can do up to 15 of these per page. And you can restrict your content in several ways. You can not restrict it. You could just have a regular page. It's like an about me section, kind of like the display here. Welcome, this is what I'm about. And maybe link to other pages or other sections of either your website or other apps or installs that you've done. But what's really nice is you can protect the content by asking for either a login or registration, which doesn't cost anything, but they have to, register to have access. Or you can charge for that access, either a one-time, like a paid coaching session, or a recurring payment, like a membership that's a subscription, right? So there's lots of different ways you can do this. Today we talked about, vetting your clients and making sure you're working with the right people. So a sign-up page for a free session or a paid session would do well. That's one of the ways that people use the software. The most popular way, though, is the recurring income, right? The living that dream, which your coaching sessions or whatever your one-on-ones could lead to that, right? That's something that's your another one of the products that you offer, or an upsell or something like that, or something that you talk about on those coaching sessions. And you can set up a sales page or a place where they will opt in, learn about your membership or whatever it is you're selling or offering, and they will sign up there, and you're going to collect information. And that's how you're going to build your following, your collect your leads, have your clients that you're going to nurture and do all of that and deliver your value, your expertise, and really help them out. So here's kind of an overview, bird's eye view of the process when you've created it, right? You've connected it to your Facebook page. You've made it look nice with your branding and your colors. You're ready to go. You publish it. You've got this smart link. You're going to share that everywhere. When people click on it, they're going to go to the gate side of your page, which is the side that they see before they can get access. And in order to get access, they're either going to need to register if it's free or pay if it's a paid sign up, right? They'll come here, they'll register by confirming who they are on Facebook. They'll click a button that says, yes, this is me, and continue. And it's capturing their Facebook profile, which then is available to you. They will then have access after that click to see what it is you've created and the content that you have restricted based on that registration or payment or enrollment, and be able to browse through that. So like with today's training, talking about a coaching session, right? And filling out that questionnaire. This is where you could link to that questionnaire or have a link to your calendar, your booking. You can charge for coaching calls this way, but they will have access to whatever it is you create there. And you are collecting valuable information about your registries, your members, your clients with that Facebook profile. It's all available for you on the back end here. We call it the SRM, the Social Relationship Manager. Lists everyone there that's gone through and signed up and said yes to your offer. For memberships, it's really cool because there's a little bit more information back there. If they paid with PayPal, there's a link to their PayPal profile. We also connect with Stripe. So lots of options there, but really nice way to manage members for memberships, which is really the most popular use of the 22 Social software. And one of my favorite things is this really cool tool. It's a Chrome browser extension. It's a browser extension for Chrome called the 22 Social Connect extension. It's free. It's available from the front end of every one of your installs if you choose to use it. And what it does is it changes or alters the colors of the names of people in your Facebook group or those wanting to join your Facebook group, so that you can easily identify based on a color if you should let them in because they've paid or registered. Are they a yes? Are they an active? Or if maybe they were once active and they've since canceled, they will turn a different color. In this example, we have that color identified as red. And this makes it really easy to manage your membership. So I love it. One of my favorite things about using the software, especially if you're using it for memberships. And you'll be able to see results like this, right? Who wouldn't want to be able to wake up and see, hey, you've got a new subscription payment, like Will Irish and many others who are using the software. This is just an example of one product of many connected to one page that Will's enjoying, really good success and results with. And a lot of the people that Renee mentioned earlier today too, he's been talking to, are also having success with this. And it makes it really easy to live that dream. So we all have that different dream. We talked about it at the beginning, those different stages of the blueprint and where you're at, because everyone's dream, everyone's journey is a little bit different. So we're going to try to then determine what that is for you. And you're going to figure that on your own by just answering a few questions. So we developed this assessment called the Free Dream Builder Self-Assessment. It's going to give you a customized action plan based on where you are on your journey. And you'll be able to then know, based on answering those questions, where you are and what the right action is for you to take right now. Because that's really important to know, depending on where you are on the journey, what you should do first, what you should do next, and what order you should do that. So we invite you to take that. It's a free assessment. All you need to do is go to 22s.com/dream, and you'll be able to fill that out. And there's a lot of other cool things while you're there at 22s.com/dream that you can check out. One of them being a bundle deal called the Dream Builder Bundle that will allow you to commit to your dream and save money. So those different stages and those milestones we talked about at the beginning and figuring out where you are, there's actually a course that goes over all of those, from lifestyle and figuring out what that is and your offer, to your sales copy, your advertising, in a video moduled course called the Dream Builder Blueprint course that we're bundling together with the software. So you'll get a year of the 22 Social membership software, an annual account included with the course, all bundled together at an amazing price. You can check that out at 22s.com/dream. And that's going to allow you to implement what you're learning in the course with the software at the same time. So you're learning and earning and not having to, kind of shortening that learning curve and not having to wait so long to have that income coming in. We want it to happen for you as soon as possible so you can really start living that dream. So this awesome deal, we also give away every week. Some of you are probably tuning in to see if you are this week's winner. So let's see who that is. No drum roll yet, but I'm going to just kind of make a little fake one here. This week's winner of the software and the course, the Dream Builder Bundle, is Rob Klingen-Smith from Encinitas, California. Woo! Congratulations, Rob. You just won our bundle. So you're our lucky winner this week. You get a year of 22 Social on us. Includes the unlimited plan, everything, all members, memberships, features, everything, and the Dream Builder Blueprint course to help you on the right track there. So message our page. You can just click the message up here at the top of the 22 Social page. m.me/22 Social will also get you there. But message us on Facebook and we will get you all hooked up. Congrats, Rob. And I'm going to turn it back over here to check last time, see if there's any questions. Renee and I will come back on really quick, but there's that link again, 22s.com/dream. If we missed your questions today or you have them later, maybe you're catching the replay, you've had some time to kind of digest some of the information today. The link to our Facebook group is also available at 22s.com/stream. So definitely join us there if you haven't yet already. All right, let's bring this back over here. Are we still on? No, we both have our cameras off. There we go. There we go. Mine's on.
Go.
All right.
You put a new mic.
Michelle's asking for slides. This is awesome.
Yeah, I can drop a link to the slides.
Manage that.
Hold on a second. I'll drop them here. Let's see if this will hit every. Come on. Yep, I dropped the link. So that's
is that a shared one?
Yeah, it's a readable.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Let me make sure that's actually correct. Give me 1 second, guys.
If not, we'll make sure we get the right one.
Yeah. Yep, it's correct. I think it's right. It'll work. Let us know if it's not, but that's the nasty Google link, but it'll work. You just click copy it and paste it or click on it and you should be good to go. Well, great. I think we'll keep this one short. I think we're pretty much done. So if you have any other questions on this, like I said, well, feel free to post in the group and I'll be glad to help you, give you feedback. This is something that I think people need to do and understand before they move forward. So we don't want to slow you down. So All right, we'll see you guys next week. And next week I haven't even told you, Monica. I have an interview next week, and so it'll be fun. It's someone is going to come talk about virtual assistants and how the pros and cons.
We're interviewing someone here on the show.
Yes,
You're saying very cool. All right,
I haven't even told you about that. So Monica, for Monica too. So yeah, someone who's a friend of mine who's really been able to systematize his company. He's had an agency, marketing agency for years now, and also a virtual assistant agency as well. So he's going to talk about all the pros and cons about that, and a business that he launched, and he's having a lot of success with that. I think it's going to help everybody.
Oh, cool.
So we'll cover that next week. Yep, it should be fun.
All righty.
I can't tell who that is. Wait, it's over. Oh man, I think I'm trying to guess who.
Wait, it's over. Yeah, we have to look in the group.
Yeah.
Tell afterwards when I look in the group.
See. Hold on.
Gloria. It's Gloria Hernandez.
Oh, okay. Well, Gloria, you can catch the replay in a second as soon as we're done. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye.